I go by the name of Boys J, number 1 music promo.
1, 2, 1, 2. I'm here. The name is Trafigura.
Yo, boy, it's all about daily update TV. Daily update TV. I want a mini update. I want a monkey. Daily update TV and I subscribe it, post write it, number write it. President graduate.
Yeah, my telephone about daily update. So, Hana about your trending news are also our Ghana. Now, so we are none of the car subscribe to our channel and nothing. So, I can tell you on meeting about comments. I think some of you share. I'm more down for news and maybe I should. Yes, I mean, go straight to our major issue. I can tell about being a big one on sheep. I was saying, $140 million is in his capital. I hit say a year Gabby that on. Cộrruᵽt and NanaAddo is Omachi's Kennedy. Almost my lawyers phobia. Omonko a abuchi no good dilly sa $140 Ŝcandàl be a basum. Na omo meeting the eyes of the omonko German gun and no more about betchedi. We know Saka missing before a year national cathedral omo resigning omo so omonko be a year is to anaba and then a year Nanka Williams and a board of a national cathedral Omasha say resign. Na essence or more a strip or more only can a national cathedral board for Nibisop about Tabekase. Sanko for no man resign almost also a criminal span as only thief to travel. So I can't say me grammar sheep. I'm just saying couldn't see a Kelvin.
Koko to abruchire eya MPP Kenofoриata na ya den akoko seti oso ntua omo na ahyeda eme ye de den omo ye de case na court Attorney General ni mu bi Kenofoриata mu nyina ni mu bi. This is how they operate. Gabby mo. So now they have told the company monko abroche mfa yanko court na montwa bo se nto so saa sika no ye ne yankase sika into oboko UK akogye mo samwagimi ejapade the same thing. Omuso mu dia bibia fere japade bubu so mo se hwana mo na hye japade chi ebesi nde ene embo obi adin yeni nemu na ekopie se nipa na ohye ejapade echi no one na hye gold for oil echi me ana metra hala me chechire mu kire mu time ejapade asem ba ka se ye gudi e wasa asase nyina mo se ye de ma company bi $500 million ema ye ni Ghana fo busa se company ben ye pese hu company no nipa o mo hye kire o man kan kire ye yeni nemu na me amekotwe ba ye se nipa na ohye ejapa deal nechi matena mi du ka se Kufuado is the mother serpent of corruption no na eye nipa na ohye gold for oil no intermediary no sa nipa no Lebanese ni Inti right now no sa 140 million we no Kenofoриata Alpha Stream, thank you very much. Kenofoриata Kufuado Gabby mo and set this strategy way up. Omo nka se na force companies omo court or UK. Na yentwa $140 million omo be discanedi. This is where we are today. This is the kind of government that we live with. And this 140 million Kenofoриata ho Gabby ho Kufuado ho. They are living power. This is state capture in capital letters. So what is state capture? State capture. Kona mo tu nyina pepa. Be wia mo sike nyina. And they will steal the money diplomatically. And this is one part of it. You people should not lose guard. Kufuado, Kenofoриata, Baumia. These people are hardened criminal. Kennedy upon ono rio, ono to ono onim sikan some na now what was NPP. And the 140 million. Mumbu samu say Ekosi saying. All right, now see this. Yate say National Cathedral for a release statement to say Duncan Williams and is with Anaba omo Akroma for. Hey, asamne de ehu to our God. This is to our God. And a National Cathedral for no a release statement. Almost said Duncan Williams, Archbishop. And Baumia, Kennedy Japan MPP. No, what we are seeing is $140 million or see at the command panel. Now, it's all kind of story now, and let me break the story down. So I'm for the government is under intense pressure to cough up $140 million arbitral award as Ghana's assets in the UK are targeted to defray a judgment debt. The Ministry of Finance is reported to have reneged on its role to pay the award, a development that has culminated in the judgment creditor attaching the government assets in the UK. Oil trader Trafigura won a 140 million arbitral award against Ghana for the termination of a power deal by the state in 2021. It has something in say a company be a friend of Trafigura, a oil company, no money Ghana buying ewo in Shisheye and as a contract. Now the Kosi and say Ghana buying ND Imran so Emma and the Menoka say Trafigura for the Ghana for Ghana buying Akko Court ewo UK. Emma Yekodi as something in no Ghana buying ewo se omutia sa company no eka $140 million. Now the ya woman say I finance minister Ken Ofori no on peso betua inti wan hwa Ghana japade bia wo UK bia no enkofo de betse anaso ye omo de betse ana yem de siawawa na omafa osabo tia se so ba UK any Europe bia Ghana ye wo embassies ye wo eye ejapade a eye Ghana sika ne de toye se Ekufuado ene nebusuafo ene finance minister so omo ntua $140 million na masa Trafigura for we na eye ye njapade a wo UK no anase bebi a omo hwe ne se ye betumi omo de omo nsabeto so no omo beton se ejapade no na omo de sika no ama Trafigura for. This is a stupid government. Me say why you me sika no na 56 million Ghana cedis. Sa sika no ho asana kwesi saying. Why you me afasiko omo bae no nhwehwemu amako why you me de akosi saying. Enkofo omo ye hwifo na omo twa mo ntro ema mo de tumi ama omo. Why you me 56 million Ghana? Today we are talking about $140 million. Finance minister NTS sika na on peso betua. Injesia no ya nhwe ye japade a ewa abrochire UK ni ade no omo beton sa japade no omo de ateka ye embassies ye facilities bi a ewa abrochire yato a ewa Ghana di mu no sa ankofo epeso mo fechire no omo ton di plus legal fees sa $140 million no eno sika ye twa to se o se etuawu sa ankofo no mo de ye court no e wo se omo sika omo spending wo mo lawyers so nyina o se etua sa sika no eno na makere de Japan dwane ya ko gina court say ai waje atum no efiri say oba win case no sika omutia omo lawyers no so omutia omo lawyers no $50 million e wo say ye ne Ghana for say $50 million na e omo lawyers no inti we nka legal fees ho $140 million me no ka say e hye to e wo say yetua e ma Trafigura for say ye ntua enim he a omo kogye japade nyina e wa abrochire e de ateka asiafo what Ghana catch them say breaking the 8 it is possible and Kennedy Japan but down for munim nyansa on why you media say 52 million Ghana e go say and look about the Ghana hayawo ya Ghana you demand 52 million e go say ya be twa why you meti Mohammed diska at 52 million akozi say and o mo jai ka sa angwasiafo ka kire mo say eye Mahama kofa eye Afghanistan force de ndien for prisoners abetena Ghana omo ba sa ankofo no mbeko sa ankofo na wote Ghana omo awo anyem awo nkwara be 30 sa MPP fo no mu petumi keke Ekufuado no obewu 2012-13 na kaka krebi no owu okasa na hwendro firi ni hwenu ba aziza na wewu awie into otwantro edigitumi atro pathway eye all lies. Now what I feel or think they are trying to do in say Sasika we Ekufuado person mutia mo. I have the feeling and we are going to go deep into it. I have the feeling say Ekufuado na Attorney General any Ofori mo na ka kire omo say omo nko court to abroche na ye ne Attorney General ndio obe make sure so omo be win case no $140 million no oyo omo anka se na person ko chesika di omo na ahweda ba obi di akon Williams omo ya kromfo atrofo kontompofo dabrabafo yet Akroma and Ankofo we championing what we call National Cathedral. And the almost chrono koso or the TB or Machanya Busumi Bay and watching or the Tinembada into Machomo National Cathedral. So Omoboa or the Tina ya send you email ya meeting cry catch romo. Ubusana National Cathedral and say all the Tina were here omu to me fanchro and some so ye meeting. Na Sanko for me do amba meeting no into the email send you almost say ya be audit no. Ya the 8 months so say 9 months na audit. Duncan Williams letter on it alongside Lord Kenya eye Eastwood Anaba Trafigura eye Aziza Ekufuado no. Omo ka letter ni mu say eye January and omo catch president and National Cathedral for say they want an audit from January till now how many months? Almost 11 months. Inti audit be nkwan eye no almost a year. Na National Cathedral for response to eye Eastwood Anaba and Duncan Williams and say Duncan Williams any Eastwood Anaba omu ya trofo omu ya konsafo dabraba akromfo adada fo mu nka no kore eh ya National Cathedral for ya o It is because of God. You catch them. Now, there's something. So we study National Cathedral, no, the basis original so building National Cathedral no cry a chrono basis. And I blame these pastors, majority of them, they want the word to be about them. The word should be about God. The gospel should be about Allah. It should be about God. The gospel should not be about you people. Into this thing you are seeing, this comedy of National Cathedral and Pendream, that's so from it means from the beginning. What does the gospel say about you wanting to build a cathedral? Let's say it. Let's ask ourselves. Because Duncan Williams don't sorry them and I'll catch a Ghana for say because of political parties be affiliate and go for affiliation to political party binti Amojin say a cathedral no and maso Duncan Williams was doing a year abronya DC politics in the Church of God. He said it. Or say cathedral na yebe sino yabejisika or who asked you for money. And it was a statement he was emphatic about. Or say, who is asking people who are opposing the cathedral for money? Has anybody asked you for money? But the question here is, did they tell us how much the cathedral was going to cost? Because from the beginning, these were the same pastors who were championing the cathedral building. And they told us we needed $100 million to build a cathedral. So if you say you need $100 million to build a cathedral, how did we end up with $500 million? Then it means that you, the men of God who started leading this cathedral project, you are all scammers and liars. You are thieves. Especially those who were trying to tell us, we the wise ones, that what you people are championing is a criminal idea. It is basically cluster of thieves who have come together to dupe the taxpayer. So Duncan Williams general sorry them ADD attempt to try and puano. No, Duncan Williams onyanko pon dani ne chairman. If Duncan Williams does not understand, he does not read the word of God. Duncan Williams does not read the word of God, because if Duncan Williams reads the word of God, he will understand that his own gospel, his own word, the word of God explicitly says in the Bible that if you don't know how much a cathedral is going to cost, don't tempt building it. The gospel says it. Nyankopon na yesuma no oya Nyankopon no waka ewa ne nwuma na ekuta Duncan Williams no any other pastors are no moka the championing of this cathedral no. He said it in his word that Sausu Besi Cathedral cry, you need to know how much it cost before. But because Duncan Williams and his friends who do not study the book, all that they know is be affiliated to political parties and be friends to politicians and lead fancy events and wearing Vietnam suits and putting on Cambodian gold chains and what have you and pulling their hairs back, they fail to go by the principles of Allah. They fail to go by the principles of God, by listening and reading the gospel so that it could guide them to make a decision. Now, when you read the gospel, let me read the gospel to you. And the Duncan Williams, MPP for so your true for your conseni, it is because you failed to at least make the word of God. You failed to put the word of God before you, your selfish gain, and the rest of you pastors who are being embarrassed today. When you read the word of God, Luke 14:28-30, this is what it says, New International Version. 28, it says, and I quote, suppose one of you wants to build a tower or church or cathedral. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? Onyankopon say se mumubi epese osima asore dan ana asore dan mamia enye se ana se wonhu ni se ebeye se mobetena se asese ehu sika dudu amudi beshem ansana moya madwene krampo se mobesi onyame asore dan. This is the word of God. Okwasiwa 29 says, for if you lay the foundation and not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule you. 30, saying, this person began to build and wasn't able to finish. This is the word of God. Onyankopon say, mumubi a mopese musi onyame asore dan. Ebeye say, mobe make sure say, munim sika mudi shem, ansana mode eyedian block kura to form some mubesi. Na emom se mo entumi enya nyansa no enhu sika dodo a mode besi asore dan na nipa betwetwe mo nipa beda ebesere mo nipa beka se mo ya atrofo ekonkonsafo, they will ridicule you. Amo besere mo se de mane egu mo ho. That is what is playing out today in Ghana. the gospel has been left behind, and men are trying to have favor in front of men. And that is what our pastors did. They were trying to get favor in front of a president who does not even attend the church. Whilst their own Bible was telling them, before you champion such a thing, you need to be emphatic and know the amount of money that will go into it. Let's ask Duncan Williams and the rest of the pastors who were sitting on this cathedral nonsense and preaching and going around the world, telling we the wise ones that we are foolish because we are not supporting somebody's stupid agenda. The question here is, you the pastors who were following Akufo-Addo and leading him to mislead Christians, did you ask how much it was going to cost to build a cathedral? You never did it. But all that you wanted to do was that for people to be mentioning your names, for people to giving you accolades, for people to make you think you are smarter, intelligent than the God you worship. The God who made you people who you are. Today you are ridiculing him because you think men have made you powerful. Today, his word is cursing you people. He said, if you fail to do these things, people will ridicule you. They will say you could not finish. They will laugh at you. They will make fun of you. They will say you are not men of God. And that is what is playing out today. Today, the National Cathedral is saying, Duncan Williams, you are a liar. The National Cathedral is saying, it's Wudanaba, you are a liar. It's Doug Hayward-Mills, you are a liar. They are saying that you people, they are ridiculing you because you don't speak the truth. That is the word of God. Now, let me show you something. Right? See this. Yet Akroma and a year. Yet Akroma and a year. BOST. Ekotor say 15 phones or 13 phones. Edema top executives they are being paid millions of cedis. Provincial, who is the CEO or the boss of BOST. Now, a group has come out to say, no, this is unpardonable. This is the highest form of corruption and disrespect to the taxpayer. Because the people are your iPhones, Emma Omono. Those are people who are board members, executives who can even afford those phones. These are people who are not involved in day-to-day running of of BOST. So why do we pick the taxpayers' money and buy millions of dollar phone and give to these people who can afford these phones 100 times? It means somebody is misusing the public fund. Somebody is disrespecting the taxpayer who is paying these people on the board of BOST. So today we got group picket at BOST over 285,000 phones demanding resignation of top officials. And then Nipakobi Albo Njenku ako eye BOST headquarters ako eye chire almost say best spending sika pole 285,000 o the back Ghana sika dada nima 2.8 billion. 2.8 billion. Say the money pay be say omo board so omo the executives di omo nje no. Some people Ghana phobia Ghana edom akoma so omo adwene adwuma no. Omo say we don't need these people. Also omo di omo adwuma to ho because BOST adwuma no enyo bi papa dia. It is a taxpayers money ye kika bom ema sa BOST adwuma no koso. So when you read the story, it says addressing the media at the protest, Yahaya Al-Hassan, president of the Ghana Social Justice Forum, called on President NanaAddo Akufo-Addo to dissolve the board of directors of BOST immediately to protect the public purse. Almost say, Omano asem nyina say, omo ka kire eye Aziza Okpo NanaAddo Dankwa Akufo-Addo say, the board of directors are omoda BOST anono undeserved and ase onguno na nipa omoteso no omo nyina fo bodwuma nto efri say yentumi ntina ha ema board of director for yen santam taxpayers money enkoto phone mo phone na e cost Ghana titisikem 2.8 billion na omumfa abra yawo obi o ye adwuma BOST ne bosumi akete okra endu 1000 Ghana. So these are the legitimate concerns some Ghanaians have decided to put out there. And as usual, the president who is daft, the president who is Aziza, the president who is an Okpo, the president who does not listen and does not care, the president who champions corruption, goes out there and feels that everybody is a fool. He will never do it because Akufo-Addo and the MPP, they understand what corruption is. They are corruption. But this is a good call. And I expect every single person on that board, Mr. S, tomorrow, try and pull the board members of BOST for me. I would like everyone to see these people. And we will try and locate all of them, the kind of work they do. Then we will ask them, so you people, all of you sitting here, you cannot afford an iPhone? The ebe say ye be say ye boss board of directors ni nyina ba. Na ye di obi a picture beto so. What we are going to do today, ye ba be dig your man obi adwuma oye. Ye wi na ebusa provencer and as a BOST board and say. So these people who cannot afford iPhone, why they also own to iPhone? Because being a board member is not a permanent job. It is basically serving. Sometimes board members are even supposed to use their funds to support the board they are sitting on. But these are board members who are draining the national coffers, who are stealing from us. So you would dig them, we will bring them out. These are the people who use our 2.8 billion to just go purchase phones and then call their girlfriends, watch Pornhub, watch a porno on their WhatsApp, because we are stupid to allow these people to do this to us. So these are things that we are not supposed to play with. We are all supposed to add our voice to this. These members on a BOST boards, they need to be fired, because our phones are small girls WhatsApp group and share puno and share yere mo da no share toilet so no hwe puno tete ka mu a no makotare ka ne nche no hwe puno ko asori dem a de bia 2 minutes bia ko bathroom puno girls na listen no puno boys puno no de ko download Pornhub ne ade fa phone enye bibia. I am going to show their pictures. Puno phone kwa Sanko for your pre iPhone 2.8 billion. A jantra ni pono size from no mokoshe. Blue and no mokoshe. Omofanya she. Facebook no mote. WhatsApp no mote. And a small girls SNS and your mahe mubromo. That is it. And so a Ghana need taxpayers' money 2.8 billion. Sika ni 10 years omofanko shopono. And they to Ghana sika. They are tough on a man for so omote board so omofanko shopono. Pono akesiye. Pono akesiye. Jack Teransi pono no moshe. Jack Teransi ni pono no moshe. Pono akesiye. Dog ya akesiye ni jumping sky. Tanko fo pono fo. Jack, sa video that way. Mame chiramo. Omo bolekin sampedi fo pono yi ni so no. Pono a BOST board no so no. Omo bolekin desada madwini nyedwuma because omo hwe pono no musia. Okoto se nkokora bolekin na I just say omo ti nkwankwa aduase. Omo bolekin te se nkokọ ponofo. Omo so na ka just say we dey we bema na dey bolekin dia onko heaven nkwase keka nko. Omo bolekin te se de mabodam. Sa board fo no pono ne phone atoye pono nko ponolization. We ja size film. Ogo mo size film fucking. Size film. Doctor said, "Obu bolekin se bibi size from Akroma bodam." Mami nyuja bibi munchira mo ha. Yanko enim. Obisa Ghana is Christianity that is killing us. Nadiana is killing us. Christianity and Islamic religion. And one you kuye. Now who pepe your besides Diana Adi Abremeno. Besides, do you want us to show them right now? Do you have all of them here? In fact, I'm going to read. Let me put their picture on. Board of directors of BOST. No, but the picture to so na me read the omejuma omoye. Ne ebusa won say sanko phone your top phone mo no. Besides, if you have the rest, send it. Let me do it now. Ne enko enim time dey small. BOST board of directors. Omo ye tie sika se ekoto phone mo no munye. This is the first one. His name is Mr. Eko Hackman. He's the board chair. Wait, or people no rough. Saman we. Oma kotofuna mo pono no mo sheba. I'm reading the story in Chiremwa. Now, yeah, here's a Mr. Eko Hackman we on to pona. The story ni. Mr. Eko Hackman started his tertiary education in London School of Economics and Social Sciences with a Bachelor of Science degree in economics. His working life has comprised 2 different careers running simultaneously. First, as a business consultant, and secondly, as an entrepreneur in agriculture and agro-processing. Business consultant, and as an engineer entrepreneur in agro-business. Sama we told him to iPhone. I was here Tigana Fosika near the Mapodoni or Bolekin Shanano or Bolekin sa Jack Toros. Wahwe pono ni nyina na mnakoto phone. Afi omo na koto 150 gig phones amomo. 2.8 billion. Now kwa the story his past working experience includes economic officer in the research department of the Bank of Ghana from 1986 to 1987. We don't mean to iPhone. Hackman, Shenano. Otiasori the man who I say Podonkwa. Now the next person is this man. I mean, show him the next person. Yeah, you be a picture ba. Board of directors our BOST no and I make sure mono. We only got off phones more mono. Also when you are resigning. Pono 4. Mr. S, thank you very much. Get me the rest. This guy is also called Emmanuel Tando. He's a member. Emmanuel Tando. You're reading the story wa ha. Na me chira mo we mo no so mini come to iPhone no. Ma me chira mo de omo de musika ye. Pono 4. Bo boto omo bolekin sa. Hwana no. Blue ponolization. Mr. Tando is a chemical engineer with a finance background. He holds a BSc in chemical engineering from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and an MBA in finance from the University of Ghana Business School. He has several years of experience in both the manufacturing and service sectors. Mr. Tando is currently the regional quality manager, baby food. Hey, Mr. Tando, you are the regional quality manager, baby food for Nestle Nutrition in Africa. So Nestle Nutrition in Africa on the regional manager on to iPhone. Hello, pono or bopono or bot licking or bot licking chobia. Yakoto phone amano. Mama Mr. S, get me the next person. Mama finish Mr. Tando. Now, he is currently the regional quality manager, baby food for Nestle Nutrition in Africa, the Middle East, and Pakistan. Ultimate to iPhone. Now, he has served on a number of boards, including the Nestle Provident or Pension Funds and MNT Microfinance. He brings on board years of experience. Akwa with Mr. Tando. Some of Ekufuado are binding Muwajim. You bet you be assy. Say, I can't be beach the Mamonti. Ekufuado. Or be go be any massy. Some of money bradie. Now, the third person. Pono 4 mo be jisika ko tofon akodi pod mo nyina mo resign me chere ma sorry for be hu nyina ma sorry for Pono Mr. Tando. Right, yanko the next person. This man is called Bright Okyere Ejekum Esquire, member, lawyer for Pomo Pono Krampo de and then kobusa eye obribu ahen hwana no obolic in church at Toronto. I mean chiramo. This man is called Bright Okyere Ejekum Esquire, member. Ono so yan so was scared beto phone. Matam musika dia koma Pono 11 vuwi. Ma men kind of story in chiramo. Mr. Okyere Ejekum is a distinguished lawyer with over 15 years of legal practice. He is a product of University of Ghana, Legon, where he graduated with a Bachelor of Laws degree, LLB, and a Master of Laws degree, LLM, in oil and gas. He specializes in commercial law, banking and finance, as well as oil and gas. He is also into land litigation. Mr. Okyere Ejekum is a partner of the GA Sapon & Co. He worked with Hesse and Lasse, now known as Hesse and Hesse in the past. This guy who says he cannot afford a phone. Helano, Pono 4. Or bolekin rough. Where most small girls who when do much. Girls listen on WhatsApp and I jump koda normal lock on my phone. I'm to do on my phone, no matter. Why I think to because hey, now are you not going to miss your meeting also? It's fine. Well, load pono kodo ponkroma look alikes. Omo bolek is a Jack Toronto. Sanko for a licking. Men ko enim na menchire obi ase. Samo mo pe Kufuado aban. Ye be yi obi adrose pie. Ma menchire the next person. Mr. S, that's it. All right, I saw the rest. Okay. This guy is on the board, the CEO of BOST. On also phone or GBO. CEO of BOST, Provincia. On also nye. We NA boss. Edwin, Provincial Managing Director of BOST. On also momianko kind the degree. NA nabakasem. Edwin Alfred Provençal, before his appointment as the managing director of the Bulk Oil Storage and Transportation BOST Company Limited, was a technical advisor to the Minister of Energy. Honorable John Peter Mewu, now Minister for Railway Development and MP for Hohoe constituency. Before this guy was made the director of BOST, he was the director of he was the
video are interested by it's also a share video no word in Chibi Cacao, written about comments, so don't subscribe, be an written to subscribe. Nothing so getting such a more than for every video, you know, a more year post or no. Say, I told to iPhones and mom, you more year, no meet my iPhone crime and and so I can video about one, you know, since iPhone and mom will come to put on the other. Any funny thing and a video be put here. We need some about what now for some brand it is more training news are not